Good evening, everyone. It is after my kids have gone to bed, so if you don't know this, pajama pants, it's where it's at. Today we're talking about cold weather flying. We're talking about living in Minnesota. We're talking about living anywhere up north. We're talking about places where when you try to start an airplane, it is not warm. And unfortunately, it happens a lot for us. And I've kind of come up with a solution for this. In our hangar, there are three planes. We have a Super Cub, a Cessna 180, and my Stinson 108. And we're all kind of a pretty good group. We talk to each other. We have a group chat. We're pretty on our game. So I came up with an idea that enables us to make sure that our planes are preheated, and we don't have to bug the good folks at Stanton to go out there and plug our planes in right away in the morning. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you're new, my name's Kelly. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell. It's stupid. I hate it when people say that. So what I've done is I have set up a wireless hotspot in our hangar, and I have set up a couple smart switches. Easily done. So all I have is I have an old Pixel 2, which was my wife's. She broke it. She got a new phone. I figured, hey, I'll just go on Google Fi, grab a data-only SIM card, which is what you'll need if you're going to try this, and set up a hotspot. And I did this at home beforehand, just so you know. So I set up a hotspot. I grabbed each and every smart plug, labeled it, Stinson 108, Cessna 180, Super Cub, and set them all up so that they could all plug in.
Well, welcome. Sorry, I'm currently in line. We have Marilyn and Chuck out there. Marilyn's in the Super Cub, Chuck's in the Cessna 180. He's right over here. Marilyn's going to get out there a little bit before us. It is a cold one. You can see my breath. So I'm wearing a full jacket in here right now. It's probably not really necessary. As soon as I get to our destination, I'll probably take that off. We're going Barron. Going to Barron today. It's like northeast. I got the iPad over here. Tell me where to look. But yeah, we're going to wait for Marilyn to take off. Chuck and I are a bit faster. And so we will be cruising along and catching up to her and then meeting over there. So there you go. We're up at cruise. We're at 2,500. Heading to the northeast. We are heading to Barron, Wisconsin. Following Chuck, and I got Marilyn up there. I'm trying to keep an eye out for him. We're all about the same altitude. Marilyn's about 400 above Chuck, it looks like. But yeah, we're just cruising along. I'm at 2,400, doing 145 indicated airspeed. Got a little headwind. I'm at 136 ground. We're going to get there, and it's a grass runway. It's a little bit of a crosswind, so that'll be fun. Let's just see how it goes. So I'll let you know everything else happens. My toes are cold. Do I still have my hat on? Yeah. I forgot to wear my good boots today. I wear my regular shoes. And this plane, it gets pretty warm. I have the heat on, which, I mean, I still see my breath though. Could be warmer, I'll be honest. Like, I feel like my window's open or something, but it's not. So we'll see how it goes. My toes get a bit cold, but won't be too bad. I can open the heat in the back here. But this heat gets a little weird. I'll just open it up. We'll see what happens. It'll probably get warm and toasty. See there. Welcome to landing. There's Chuck down there. 2,200. Got our field. Turning left downwind. So going a little fast. Or Jay yells at me for looking at where I'm going. Got like trees right there. Long enough, shouldn't be a big deal. Everything looks good, everything's configured. Going nice and slow. Going really slow. It's just like cocked up. Alright, we got that pulled, we're good there. Alright, let's pull some power. Put some flaps. Like a school bus to fly over. Gotta come right over those dang trees. Barron traffic, Stinson 63 Charlie, final 09er, Barron traffic. Up at that dang tree. Gotta come over the top of this freaking tree. Menominee traffic, arrow 209er Tango. 10 miles to the northwest inbound, 3,000 feet, Menominee.
Check angle, 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 check angle.
So at this point, Chuck and I had both landed. We taxied over, parked our planes, got out, used an amazing porta potty that looked like it had a Black Widow in it. And after that, we sat and waited for Marilyn to show up. And sure enough, she showed up. And she flew around the airport for about 10 minutes. She couldn't find this runway. It was really, really, really hard to find. We didn't know if we were going to be landing in a field. Honestly, Chuck, as a joke, said, well, if I land in a bean field, I land in a bean field, and we'll just take off again because everything's cold and hard, and you can just take off, and it's not a big deal. So luckily, Chuck did find it, but to Marilyn's credit, they did take the yellow cones away from this field. It was really, really hard to see it. And we had those trees overhead. And I told Marilyn basically like the only way I found it was because of Chuck. And I'm pretty sure the only way Chuck found it was because he saw it on ForeFlight and was able to basically track it down. So, yeah, after this, we all got settled. Marilyn literally didn't even get out of the plane. She just wanted to keep everything warm. She fired up and taxied down. And that's where we continue.
Chuck's gonna watch.
Who's going to win,
alive,
Super Cub
and
or
we are off the ground.
Stinson? Stinson wins this one.
Things are ridiculous. Something super weird. There's a runway right over here called Rice Lake. And they're literally right there. And Barron is right there. This makes zero sense at all. So I can see Marilyn here. I'm just kind of pulling back the power a little bit. Just going to kind of take my time. No rush. Got Chuck taking off right there. Oh, he's already off the ground. Dang, these things get off the ground quick. Trim down just a little bit. I'm right up behind Marilyn. I'm going to slow this guy down and stay below her. I don't know if you can see it. Marilyn is right there. Kind of cool. I've never flown this close to anyone before. And let's see. I can give a little bit more throttle. Should have Chuck back into my right, Marilyn over my left. Just going to maintain this heading. The heat in this plane is starting to actually work. So right now, my cabin has actually gotten pretty warm. I could probably take my gloves off if I want, which isn't a bad idea because then I can actually use my iPad. Obviously the hat has come off. You can see my Laura's hair is slightly graying, but that's how it goes. But yeah, it's pretty alright. My toes are still a little cold, and I think one of the reasons is that this airplane doesn't really have a lot of heat that comes out the bottom. There's a vent behind me down here that I opened up that I should probably check. Yeah, that thing is wide open. That thing pumps hot air out of that thing. Like, you almost have to close it sometimes. I make sure nothing's ever sitting on top of it because honestly it wouldn't surprise me if I burned something with it. So that was one of the complaints the previous owner of this aircraft had, was that that heater literally got way too hot. And people in the back had complaints if they accidentally rest their foot on it. It smelled like burning rubber and things like that. So other than that, yeah, I almost wish I would have taken off my jacket. Really not necessary right now. We are coming into land. Stand traffic Stinson 63 Charlie, turn in final, 18 stand traffic.
Stand traffic 48 Hotel, is base runway 18 stand.
So there you have it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my video tonight. This is a decent landing, nice and smooth. That stupid sound you hear in the background right now is my angle of attack indicator. You can kind of see it lighten up on the right. And stay tuned for more winter weather flying tips that'll be coming up in my next video.